Okay, so here we are. This is going to be Raiders versus Turrets. Let's check the time real quick. I think we're about there. I think that's my 1 minute warning. So I have 3 of the 4 turrets built. I got a minute and a half. They're coming. I have 3 of the 4 turrets built. The 4th one I almost had built, but didn't quite get to it. I went ahead and positioned them in the 3 corners of my base for the most part. For all I know, these guys are going to come and miss them completely. This could be just a big waste. I don't know. I've got one way up here. I put it in the walls with the windows. Can they shoot out the windows? I assume so. And there's one here. Same thing. I put chests in front of these to lure them over to it. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to give it a shot. And I have no idea where they're going to come in, if I'm even going to see them. I'm a little nervous to be outside because I don't want to draw them towards me. So I think I'm just going to hang out in here and hope I can catch them. I don't have the best base in the world to be running around trying to see them. I'm going to turn the volume up a little. Hopefully I can hear something, but I'm just going to, I guess, be going back and forth, hoping I can see them, see what they do. If nothing else, I'll at least see the after effects. Part of the reason why I want to stay inside is because I don't want to lose anything, so if they break in here, I'm going to plan on killing them if I can. I'm pretty much geared up for war, so we'll see what happens. So it should be any second now. This is the first time I've ever had the Raiders come to my base. It's kind of hard doing that because I had to give up 3 reputation to make this happen, but I was so curious to find out what this is like, and I couldn't seem to find anybody on YouTube that has had this yet, so except for I think NVB had some kind of hack thing. Alright, they gotta be here by now. For all I know, they'll be coming from the top. This is when I wish I had a bigger view. Watch they go break into my zombie prison, that's all they do. Alright guys, where are you? I didn't do a good job of keeping track of the exact time, but they should be here by now. Do one more loop around here. Check every corner, nothing. Okay. I'm getting caught up on everything. I'm just staring at my mini map and keep running into everything. Alright, come on. I'm gonna poke my head outside and they're just gonna jump on me. Lay down. Alright, so I don't get what's going on right now. You know, if I exit the base, I'll come back in here and they'll already be done. And I'll have all kinds of crap wrecked and stolen, so. I know I've seen videos of people doing this, and all you have to do is hang out in your base and they show up, but I do not understand why I don't see them. I did gas up my turrets. One time that I have, and probably the only time I will for quite a while. Turrets are ridiculously expensive with gas. Oh, great timing. So I get to be stinky for this. Oh, this is turning out pretty awful. I just have to like stand still for 10 minutes and then they'll show up. I don't get it. Well, I'm going to give this one more minute, and if nothing happens, I'm going to leave and come back real quick. I guess my base is just too intimidating. I got scared off. I definitely got a pretty good setup for getting them though. I mean, I don't see any better way of attracting them. They could totally just show up on the top of my base and break right in. But it's not usually how they work, so... Alright, well, I'm about ready to give up. I do not know what the deal is. Unfortunately, I haven't seen too many other people do this, so I don't understand how this is supposed to work. Maybe they'll attack while I'm taking a shower. Alright, one more little look around and I'm gonna split and see what happens. I mean, for all I know, you have to wait for half an hour. I mean, no idea. I mean, when you get hit by the zombies, it's... When you get hit by the zombies, it's like a half an hour window, so... Could it be that I'm just have to wait longer? I don't know. I don't want this to be a forever long video. And I would definitely hate to like walk out and then come back in and it be over. So yeah, I don't know what to do. Hello Raiders, where are you? I don't have half an hour to sit around doing nothing here. Come on. Check on my buddies. You miss me? Want me to feed you? No food for you. Kind of wondering how many zombies I get in there before I start having crazy lag. I know when you honeycomb your base with doors, it gets pretty awful. I'm checking the steel. It takes a lot of coal to make some steel. That's the one good thing. I mean, if you see five iron ore, you think to yourself, well, that's one steel plate. But the amount of coal it takes to turn that ore into a steel plate, and the amount of time it takes is just, it's a lot. It'd definitely be nice if I could get like 20 turrets and just put them like every 4 or 5 along my base. That would be some pretty nice defense right there. Especially if you can't get to them without chopping. Like, this is like pretty much impossible. It would take a team of guys to take one of these guys out. If you couldn't shoot through here, through the window, but it could shoot out, because you'd have to run up here and whack, whack, heal, whack, whack, heal, and the whole time you're getting shot up, so that would be pretty tough to take out. And then if I've actually put a level 2 wall in front, that would be way harder. I guess I could do that while I'm waiting. What the hey, I'm just waiting. More wood, please. Yeah. Now it would be very difficult. If you had a stone wall, that could totally work against you, because if the guy just simply ran up there, set the explosive on the wall, and ran away, he could take out your turret in the process. The explosive will like take out a chest too, like behind the wall, so it could work against you. This is probably, short of having a metal wall, this is probably the best thing to do, because you can't easily take out a level 2 wood wall. You gotta sit there with like several swings of an axe. I don't know what the count is on that, and the problem with four of these is, unless you just put it on one spot on your base. I mean, I think probably the best way to defend with turrets is if you had one room that you didn't want somebody to get into, and you like just put it deep inside your base. I mean, I think the turrets work better inside your base anyways. I was thinking about putting windows in here, but part of it is I don't understand how the windows work for sure just yet. But if I put a window on the 4 center walls, this one, and over here, and then put like 4 turrets in here, I mean, I would give up 4 chests, which would be crappy, but not only would that help defend this room, but it would also defend a lot of these chests out here as well. So, I mean, some kind of a solution like that would be pretty awesome. And then if it was all made out of metal, well, they couldn't get in here anyways, at least not until they get a metal cutter when that comes out in the game. But they would just not be able to mess with my turrets at all. My turrets would be, if they were level 3 turrets, they could practically cover the entire inside of my base, and that would be, I don't know, that might be the way I end up doing this. I already upgraded this one wall without a window, which I didn't think about that until afterwards, but it's just one metal wall, it's nothing anymore. So it's probably what I'm going to do. If I later on get military chests and stuff, I can pack a lot more in here. And not everything in here is super valuable. Like, that stuff's not super valuable. That's not super valuable. That's not. I could probably put. I don't have a shirt here. I just dump stuff in there in a hurry. I could probably put my 4 turrets in there and actually have them be very useful, but with the way rating is right now anyways with the AI, they're pretty stupid and it doesn't matter. Maybe by the time I actually have 4 level 3 turrets, that's when it'll switch to normal people raiding your base for real. Apparently I'm going to have to edit the hell out of this video. Cut the first 20 minutes off of it or something, because I really don't want to leave and miss this. That would be so awesome if I could capture a big one. Big one in a prison. That'd be quite a surprise to raid someone's base and they got a big one in a prison. You chop down a wall and he comes out. Or even better, a blind one. Imagine a blind one just running around your base. Of course, he'd probably just charge off screen. Hello, anybody coming? I wish I had something to do at my base, but I don't really. I got some steel plates working on. I just went ahead and upgraded one more wall this one, so now I have 4. I'll do this one next, and then I'll probably jump over and do this corner. I'll probably do these 2 up here last. I don't think I've ever went up to a metal wall to see what symbol it makes when you go up to it on a raid. I don't know if it's just the dynamite kind of symbol or what. I guess I'll take some time to put some junk away properly. Since I got some time to kill. And get on the right chest. Will I hear them coming or am I just going to miss them? I love this organization button on the bottom right. I pretty much have everything kept organized that way. I don't hit it every time, but let's get some seeds growing. I got a little stockpile here for the dog. Apparently they want raw steaks and raw turkeys. I don't ever mess around with the turkeys. Turkeys are kind of a joke because they take so much coal to cook. They're ridiculous. I mean, they're great if you're starting out. I mean, it's basically a first aid kit, but that's about it. If I had my turrets like this for any normal player, they would just be completely useless. I mean, maybe you don't see it and you come walking by and get shot a couple times, but, you know, it's pretty easy to avoid them. And mine are super obvious with the chest in front of them and all that, so. This guy, I'm just missing 16 parts. And I'll have my last one. That'll be nice not having to worry about those anymore, and the upgrades aren't anytime soon since they take circuits, and there's no way in hell I would give up one of my 2 circuits for that. I just saw some guy's base and he had like 14 circuits, and he did not look like he was a hacker. I guess got him off of raids, or that guy must have got really lucky early on and got his acid bath going and has just been getting a lot of infected chests and been getting a lot of them from raids. I've only ever had one circuit from a raid, and I've gotten one circuit from the very first box I opened, which everybody got. So I've not been very lucky. I know I could get them if I were to use the memory, the data clear trick, but I kind of look at that as cheating. So I don't do it. I think it kind of takes the fun out of the game if you do that kind of stuff. It's just, I mean, it's cheating for sure. The kind of cheating that makes a game not that fun. I mean, it's not like full on just like giving yourself a million coins and buying whatever you want. It's not that to that level, but it's still like not the most honest way to play. If I were in desperate need of the acid bath, if it was really holding up progress the way that the gas tank holds up progress for everybody, then I would do it for sure. That's kind of my take on it. If you've been trying to get the gas tank and you've been to the bunker 20 times and you can't get it, you need to just stop and do that clear data trick. Because it's just not worth playing this game. I mean, you're at the mercy of dumb luck basically, and you could just be doing that forever. Although I have to warn you that part of the reason why I also don't like doing the clear data trick is because it's risky. I just heard recently that I think JCF mentioned that a lot of people lost their accounts who were doing the clear data trick. I don't know if that's real. I don't know if that's just Kafir trying to scare people into not doing it. They obviously have a hard time preventing people from messing around with the game, which is a big problem when they're going to have multiplayer for real. People are going to be really pissed off when they're playing against people who are cheating, so hopefully they figure out some better way of resolving these ways of cheating in the game. The raiders don't want to show up on my radio because they're too busy coming to my base to take everything I got. Man, where are we? So I think I started this video about 2 minutes before they came. Let's see where we're at here. 23 minutes. I'm going to give this the full half hour. So at 32 minutes, I'm giving up. I'm leaving my base, and I don't know what to say at that point. I mean, this is going to be a major disappointment if they don't show up in this half-hour window that they should be showing up. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'll eat a turkey. It's the first turkey I've had in a long time. What up, homies? What'd you do to my body? I should craft a bed and then see if I can die in the bed somehow. That'd be pretty cool. I think the problem with the beds is that it takes steel. Let's see. The bed requires... Yeah, that's not bad. One steel plate is worth it for a bed. Bye-bye steel plate. I'm running low on planks. What the heck? What the heck am I doing? Well, this bed's gonna be a while. What else did it take? I'm running low on iron too. I worked pretty hard recently on stocking that puppy up. Had it all filled up and now it's empty again. Alright, well I can't steal any from there. Check our time. I got 6 minutes left till this is really super poopy. Another quick swig. And I need I need 11 more planks. 10 more planks. That's gonna be a while. I don't even know where the hell I'm gonna put my bed. I guess I'll have to put it outside. I'll put it here. Of course, why would I sleep out in my garden? What is the big deal? Come on, you're wasting my time. I had no idea that this is how this worked. I think in the other videos, the guys must have just edited out the wait time. They just hung out and waited and waited and waited. And this is pretty crappy. I got 3 generators. That guy whose base had like 14 circuits had like a room with these just thrown in there. There was like, there was at least 10 of them in there. It was pretty cool looking. And he had one room that was like my room here, but he didn't have any metal walls, but he had all the metal floor wrapped around. I think the room might have been one more size bigger in one direction. So instead of 9 squares, he had 12. And he had it all wrapped in metal flooring. That's how you know he's not a hacker, because if he was, he'd had all the walls done too. Hackers' bases are usually pretty obvious. Though apparently there's different ways of hacking the game, so I don't know. I mean, if you're just hacking and getting coins, it might still not be the easiest thing to get steel and certain items. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. Come on, Raiders. These guys have 3 minutes to get here. Come on. If it's a half an hour window, they got 3 minutes. Are they just like not gonna come until I leave? Is that what's going on? I don't know. It would be cool if turrets could kill zombies, because then I wouldn't have to repair walls as much. These turrets could totally mow down a whole crowd of them. They would, if they came from this angle, that thing would just wreck them. That would be fun to watch too. I heard that Kafir is going to be possibly adding like female zombies. Not for any particular reason, but why not? It's pretty easy to do that, and just makes the game a little more interesting. Obviously, if this was a realistic game, half of the zombies would be women. So, it would be. I would find it personally interesting if they. What would be better and would add to the gameplay is if they added zombies in some kind of armor, like military zombies. They shouldn't have guns and be shooting necessarily, unless there's some kind of like really weird, like a, experimental soldier kind of thing. They shouldn't have guns. They should just be zombies wearing armor that are way harder to kill. They could be like fast biters, but in armor, and that would be more realistic and add a new level of the game. I mean, they could be a random spawn. Kind of like they're adding the diseased wolves, and that's kind of like the same idea. So, diseased wolf is just like an upgrade on the wolf. So if they had zombies that were wearing armor, there could be like cop zombies that are wearing riot armor kind of thing, SWAT armor. There could be military ones wearing military armor. That would be a nice addition to the game. I mean, even if all they did damage-wise was what a fast biter was, if you had 2 or 3 of them run at you suddenly, you could be dead pretty quick. Alright, well, that yawn means it's time. This is disappointing. So they're not here. And it's been half an hour. I'm giving up. I'm gonna basically leave real quick and come right back in and see what happens. We'll see what happens here. Will I be under attack? What the? Oh, this sucks. Okay. So, they came, they took my stuff, but they're not leaving footsteps, so I don't get a revenge raid. I mean, if they did, I'd do that every time. Let's see what happens here. They took my sacrificial chests. They broke through my walls here. They frickin' took stuff here right in front of my active turret. It's always funny when I get raided, they leave their zombie bodies. I guess that's supposed to like represent the fact that the big one came, like the waves of zombies similar to what you get. Although there's no big one, but you get waves of zombies during a raid. So they came and took the chests right in front of the turrets that are active and should have shot and killed them. There's no way they could sit there. I mean, I guess you could heal your way through it. I guess you could, swing your axe and then heal, swing your axe and heal. So all 3 of these, are looted, and this looks like typical damage from any normal raid. So even stiffing the raiders, which I'm never going to do again because I want the reputation, but even stiffing the raiders doesn't do any more damage to my base. The way my base is designed just completely makes it so they don't get in and do anything. And I guess before I end this, I'll at least see what my raid requests are. See if I'll get another raid soon or not. Blind one's good. This one's super good. This one's super good. This one is not the best, but it's okay. And second bunker, man. So I'll be going on another raid soon. No problem with that. And let me just take a quick peek out here. So I guess I'm just going to leave this whole video the way it is. I was going to edit it out, just showing the end with them attacking and all that, but hopefully this will at least discourage anybody else from trying this, because that's what happens. That's what happens when you stiff them now. Apparently you don't get to see them anymore in this latest update. Maybe I did something wrong. I don't think so. Maybe you had to like be outside of the base right when they get there and then go in. I'm not sure, but I mean I've seen people get raided, but maybe something changed in the last update and I just don't know about it. So I'll end it there. Sorry, this is a disappointment. I'll try to put that in the description, and you can at least watch this for what it's worth. All right, bye.